What's up, issues? Timmy's here. Well, the summer movie season is over, and so lots of really interesting films this summer. So I I decided to go ahead and do a list of my top 10 favorite theatrical wide release movies of the summer. Then I'm going to do a separate list of smaller movies, and then another separate list of streaming movies, and then the big one is my list of the worst movies of the summer. That should be a good one. So first up, here is my top 10 favorite theatrical wide release movies of the summer. Here, all right. Number 10. I'm actually gonna go. I enjoyed this more than most people did, and I don't care what anyone says. It's really good. Number 10. Freakier Friday. You know, the follow up to 2003's Freaky Friday. I just had a fun time with this one. I really quite like the new editions of Lindsay's, daughter and stepdaughter. I thought they were pretty good. Seeing Chad Michael Murray come back was pretty cool. I love the music in this. Lindsay Lohan really still has it. Jamie Lee Curtis is great. It's a really fun one, and I just quite enjoyed it. All right, number 9 is Fantastic Four: First Steps. I really enjoyed Fantastic Four: First Steps. I mean, my favorite MCU movie is obviously my number 5 pick. But I still quite enjoy First Steps a lot. I of course only saw it twice. Really wonderful film. Um, Definitely the best Fantastic Four movie since the 2005 version. I thought it was a really good one. Really entertaining throughout. It's a really decent one. Of course, Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Abba Mas Backrack, Joseph Quinn, Galactus looked great. I love the end credits. I just had a fun, or the post credit, I should say. But I still had quite some fun time with it. Number 8 is The Naked Gun. I had a fun time with The Naked Gun. It's definitely really hilarious. Great performance by Liam Neeson. Pamela Anderson is really good in this. Definitely had really brought back the Perry genre perfectly here. It's just a really hilarious one throughout. The snowman scene cracks me up. That's probably gonna be one of my favorite comedic moments in a movie here, and it's a really good one, to say the least. All right, number 7 is Leo and Stitch. I had a fun time with Leo and Stitch. I thought it was really charming. It was adorable. The girl who played Leo was amazing. The one who plays her sister Nanny, she was good. Stitch was adorable. It's a really good one. I mean, definitely excited for the sequel when that comes out. All right, number 6 is of course F1. I thought F1 was great. Definitely was very endearing. Great performances by Brad Pitt. Damas Idris was great. It's a really good one. It's definitely well worth a watch here. It is also my top 10 favorite of the year as well. I'm not really much of a sports guy or obviously an F1 guy, but this movie will definitely it didn't make me a F1 fan, to be honest with you, because I'm not really much of a sports guy fan in general. But I feel like this movie will make majority other folks an F1 fan. So number 5 is Thunderbolts. Of course, I actually just rewatched Thunderbolts on Disney Plus. Thunderbolts is a lot of fun. Great performances by Florence Pugh. I kid you not, I think Florence Pugh is actually Oscar level gives an Oscar level performance in this. I don't think she's gonna get one or anything, but she was good here. Of course, David Harbour is great. Has a fun humor to it. It really felt like if A24 made a Marvel movie, this is what we get. Definitely has some very A24 type stuff to it. It's just a really good one. Julie Louis-Dreyfus great. Sancho was terrific. Really love the very long post credit scene. It's a really good one, I'll say the least. All right, number 4 is Final Destination: Bloodlines. I might do a separate list. Maybe talk about the best horror movies of the summer. Too. I might will see there, but yeah, Final Destination: Bloodlines was an excellent one. I just had a fun time with this. Love the kills. Really brought back Final Destination perfectly here. Love the high rise restaurant accident scene. The Skyview scene was really cool. Seeing Tony Todd back, R.I.P. Tony Todd. Even though it was just like a small role, it was still great to see him back, and he was great in his part. I just had a fun time with this, and cannot wait for more Final Destination movies down the line. Hopefully, we don't have to wait another 10 or 11 years for the next one, but I'm pretty sure the next one's gonna be 2027. That's my assumption, but who knows? All right. Number three is another horror film, and that is Weapons. I really had a fun time with Weapons. I thought it was really decent. Amy Madigan deserves deserves an Oscar nomination for her performance. Julia Garner was great. Josh Brolin, it was like very creepy throughout. I thought it was a really good one, worth giving a go. Zach Krieger definitely becoming a horror maestro there. Number two, probably the only one on this list probably no one wants to go see, which is unfortunate. Number two is Court Stealing. Court Stealing is a lot of fun. If you guys haven't watched Court Stealing, do yourself a favor. You're missing out. It's a really fun one. Austin Butler's great. Darren Aronofsky really feels like more like a Guy Ritchie movie than a Darren Aronofsky film. This is actually a Darren Aronofsky movie you can probably watch without thinking you're on something. It's a really good one. Austin Butler was great. Liam Schreiber, Vincent D'Onofrio, Zoe Kravitz. It's a really fun one worth giving a go. And my number one favorite film of the summer and my favorite film of the year so far is Superman. Superman is great. It's definitely one of my favorite films of the summer so far. It's really terrific. It is entertaining. David Cornsworth embodies Superman perfectly here. Nicholas Hoult was great. Rachel Brosnahan, James Gunn, what he was able to do with this was terrific. I just thought it was an excellent one, and I saw the movie 3 times this summer. Well worth a watch if you guys haven't seen it. Definitely cannot wait for more stuff in the DCU. Excited for Supergirl, Clayface, Superman sequel. It's gonna be great to see. Anyway, that's pretty much it there. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, Freakier Friday. 9, Fantastic Four First Steps. 8, The Naked Gun. 7, Leo and Stitch. 6, F1. 5, Thunderbolts. 4, Final Destination Bloodlines. 3, Weapons. 2, Court Stealing. And number 1, Superman. Now, there are some honorable mentions I would like to include here. Let's see. I actually enjoyed the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. I know so many people didn't like it, but I thought it was pretty decent. Uh, Now, people's probably asking, wait, where's Mission Impossible on the list? I enjoyed Mission Impossible, but I didn't love it as most people did. Uh, but that's just me. I enjoyed the new Karate Kid movie. I don't care what anyone says. Karate Kid Legend was great. I don't care what anyone says. Megan 2.0 was a lot of fun. Was not a fan of Jurassic World Rebirth. That's probably going to be on a different list. Let's see. Ballerina was good, but I didn't love it as most of these here. Let's see what else we got here. How to Train Your Dragon is definitely on my honorable mention. Bring Her Back was a pretty good one. So 28 Years Later and Elio, that's definitely my honorable mention. So yeah, some really good ones this year. I mean, I probably could have done a top 15, but I just decided to narrow it down just to 10. Anyway, let me let you guys. What are some of your favorite wide theatrical movies of the summer? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Henry Sire.